guys, welcome to this session for Fitness for Older Adults. So to start you guys off, I'm going to be showing you 2 stretches to improve flexibility and get you guys going. So the first stretch that we're going to do, I'm going to have you guys stand with your feet hip width apart and have some good posture. And you're going to raise your hands into the sky and just grasp them together. And you're going to lean slowly to one side until you feel a stretch. It's going to stretch your shoulder right here. It can just be a small movement. You don't have to go lean all the way to the side, just however, until you feel the stretch. And so you're just going to hold this for 15 seconds. One thing that I want you to work on is keeping your posture so you're not leaning back and over or leaning forward and over, because that's going to put unnecessary strain on your back. So it's just dropping your shoulder to the ground until you feel the stretch. So you're going to go to one side, hold it for 15 seconds, do the other side, hold it for 15 seconds. Take a little break, you can shake your shoulders out or just rest, and then you're going to do a second set. So you can pause the video, do one set, shake it out, and then do a second set, and we'll come back for the second stretch. Alright, so now we're going to move on to our second stretch. So you're going to go find a wall nearby. What you're going to do is put your arms straight out, make sure they're where your shoulder placement is, and you're going to take one foot and step back. It can be as big of a step as you want or smaller. The bigger your step is, the more of a stretch you'll feel. You're going to make sure that your back heel is planted on the ground and your knee is straight, so your entire leg is a straight line in the back. For your front leg, you're going to make sure that your knee is over your foot. You don't want it to be forward or back. Just make sure it's right above your foot. And so you're going to hold this stretch for 15 seconds, and then you're going to switch and do the other leg. If this is too hard for you and you notice that it's really hard to keep your knee straight and it's putting some strain on your knee, you can always bend your knee a little bit so it's not locked, and you're going to feel a stretch in a different spot, but it's still going to give you a nice calf stretch. So again, hands on the wall, walk back, hold it for 15 seconds, switch, hold it for 15 seconds, take a break, and then do a second set. And so 2 sets, 15 seconds each leg, and then we'll move on to the next exercises.
Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling loose from that stretching video with Lily. This will be the second part of the lesson where we're going to start focusing on balance. The key to balance is having control of your movements and focusing on the quality more than the quantity of what you're doing. We really want to take our time and focus on where our body is and specifically what we're doing. So for our first exercise, what we're going to be doing is called walking heel to toe. Start with your feet together, hands on your hips. You're going to raise one leg, put the foot in front of the next one, just off center, not directly in front of it. This will give you more balance. Put your heel next to your toe and shift your weight from your back foot to your front foot. Then as your weight is now on your front foot, lift that back leg and put your heel in front of that toe. Keep moving like this, slowly and control. To increase the difficulty of this, put your arms out and spin them in little circles. If you are concerned for balance or injury, try to stand in a hallway where you can keep your hands at both sides. Alright you guys, the second exercise we're going to be working on is called rock the boat. We're not going to be a tossing and turning boat, we're going to be a gently rocking boat, which moves from one leg, and then after 30 seconds, or after we just decide we're tired and want to move to the next leg, we'll switch to the left leg, and we'll balance on that. While we're doing this, I want us to think about a square being in our rib cage to our anterior superior iliac spines, just our hip bones, guys. So from there to here, try to imagine this square. So when you rock back and forth, you should still have this square. We don't want you slumped, we don't want you twisted, trying to stay tall here. No, we want you square. Try to imagine this line that goes from your ankle to your knee, to your hip, to this corner here. And then that's how you'll stay balanced. Alright guys, if that first form of the rock the boat was a little bit too easy, you'd like some more of a challenge, the way we can increase the difficulty level is by once we shift to one of our legs, remember we're going to keep our core tight, keep this square. We're going to bring our arms out to increase the distance that our center of gravity is able to travel while keeping our base of support just at our ankle. Then you can lift one of your legs, bring it back down, a little abduction, keep in mind you're gonna have to compensate with your balance, and that's how you can increase the difficulty. If you prefer a slightly easier form of the rock the boat, the way that we can do that is we can place our hands on a piece of sturdy furniture, whether it's a nice Irish cabinet or some chair or whatnot, and just do the same thing. Try not to put too much force, too much balance on your hands. It should just be stabilizing. We really want to keep that support, keep our balance, stay above our ankle. Stay in control. An alternative to a cabinet is you can use a door frame. Try not to lean though too much on one side. Try to just balance. Keep in control. Another way is we can just march in place. But ideally we want to stay really in control. You want to keep your core tight. You're not going to be shifting back and forth. You're going to be marching in place in control. Alright, once you've decided which of the variations of the rock the boat exercise you want to do, feel free to pause the video, do it 4 times, 2 on each leg, trying to do it for 30 seconds or as long as you can.
Hey guys, so for the next exercise we're going to do a superset between calf raises and standing marches. When you're doing the calf raises, I want you guys to stand with your feet shoulder width apart, your hands at your side, nice and relaxed, and stand strong with your core engaged, and then have your gaze fixed on a point so your balance stays steady. And when you go up, you do not want to lean forward or lean back. You want to stay as if you're facing really close to a wall, and then go down with control. And when your heels hit the ground, that's 1 rep. We're going to do 8 of those. And then right after you're done with that, we're going to do 8 standing marches. And for the standing marches, same idea. You want to be standing with shoulder width apart, gaze forward so you can keep your balance. And you're going to first go up with your right leg. And when you keep it up, you want to keep your right ankle at 90 degrees. And don't go any further than 90 degrees at your hip. If you go less, that's okay. But try to get to 90, but don't go anything excessive. So then you're going to go right foot up, right foot down, left foot up, left foot down. And we'll do 8 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now marches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now calf raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are called heel stands, and it is pretty hard to balance, so I like to have a chair in front of me just in case, or a wall if you're indoors, but something so you can catch yourself. But the idea is that you guys want to stand strong, keep your gaze fixed on a point, because balance is a lot harder in this one. And the goal is to imagine as if your hips are like in a barrel and you do not want to touch the sides of the barrel. You want to stay nice and solid. And all you're going to do is dorsiflex at the ankle. So if you can show down here, I'm dorsiflexing and I'm completely on my heels, but I'm not hunching over, my posture's straight and I'm looking straight ahead. And the more comfortable you get with it, you can start letting go. And see, I'm even having a hard time. And we want to hold that for 30 seconds. So let's begin. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, you can rest. Stretch out your ankles, maybe take a few paces down and back. And then we're gonna do the last set of 30 seconds. Really try to challenge yourself of not using the chair or wall. Ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we'll send you to the next one.
Hey guys, welcome to the last section of the video. This section exercise, you're going to need a chair and some room to work with. Feel free to wear shoes or have no shoes, whatever you feel more comfortable being stable. Guys, this first exercise we're going to be doing is stable and strength for the knee exercise. First thing you need is a chair. Make sure it's firmly stable, and then you want to line up to it. Feet should be sort of apart, and depending on what leg you decided to get your knee replacement in, that's the one that's going to be firmly on the floor. The other one you can lift up with both hands, starting off with the chair. You can let go eventually, and try to last as long as a minute there. Try to do this 2 or 3 times, depending how you feel your knee can take it. You can go back and try to get balance by holding onto the chair again, so you lose balance with it. The stronger your knee is, the more stable it will be. That's the whole goal of this exercise. At this point, feel free to pause the video and try it out for yourself. This next exercise is called a knee slider. This exercise, you'll be sitting on your chair firmly. I suggest you take your shoes off or have something to make your foot slide. As is. This exercise is very important after your post-knee surgery to help your fluids of your knee and all the muscles moving and loose to get ready to stand up. The beginning exercise will be your legs at a 90-degree angle. Sit firmly. Lean forward in front of your chair. As you prepare, try to decide which knee you're going to be doing for this one. I'll be using the right one. This one, you're going to extend your leg forward and then bring it back slowly. Extend it forward and bring it back. Try to do this a couple of times, maybe for a minute or so. So this will help your knee recover and loosen all your joints. If you're trying to get a better challenge for this, try to put pressure a little bit as you're moving it forward. This helps move the knee and loosen up the muscles. Try not to move your leg forward as much, because as your heel will go up, and that's just overdoing it. Here's another angle of the movement. So try it out. At this point, feel free to pause the video and try it out yourself.